We'll be starting the session now. Rock Talks Season 1. It will be the session of this series. In today's session, we will be exploring decentralized applications and decentralized finance. I am your host for the session, Subham, and I will take you into the world of decentralized apps, decentralized finance, and different components of DeFi, as well as we'll be seeing a live demo where we will be using different DeFi protocols. And at the end, we will learn about the different risks and the future of DeFi. So without a further ado, let's get started and understand what are dApps. dApps are decentralized applications. The main features of dApps are its backend is built on blockchain, that is, it uses smart contracts. It has no central entity to control it. And for login purpose, you need to use an crypto wallet, which we studied in previous sessions. Also, many apps have their own native tokens. Like, for example, there are some wallets which have their own native token you can use to pay gas fees, etc. So it is not compulsory for every dApp to have their own token, but if they have any use case, they can build one. Now let us understand the difference between traditional apps and dApps. So simply stating, traditional apps run on a company's server and all the user information is maintained on its database. Whereas in case of dApps, it runs on the blockchain. In traditional apps, you require your Gmail account for sign up and login. In this, you are sharing your mobile number, your name, your date of birth, and other private information. But in case of dApps, you simply use your wallet to connect to the application. In case of dApps, the control is with the company, but in case of dApps, the control is by the code or the smart contracts. Now, as we understood about dApps, that are decentralized applications, there are many different types of dApps, like gaming dApps known as GameFi. But today in this session, we'll be learning about finance, that is decentralized finance known as DeFi. Now let us understand what is the difference between DeFi and traditional finance, also called as CeFi or centralized finance. First of all, DeFi is a financial system that is built on blockchain. That's main aim is to replace bank and intermediaries with code and smart contracts. Let us understand the difference between DeFi and CeFi. In case of DeFi, obviously it is a decentralized protocol, whereas in case of CeFi, the bank or the government is the centralized entity. Anyone in any corner of the world with internet access can use these applications. Whereas in case of banks, you need to do the KYC and need various permissions. Let's talk about transparency. In DeFi, everything is transparent and auditable. Whereas in case of banks, there are many hidden charges and fees. And let's talk about the custody, like who owns the funds. In case of DeFi, you own the funds in your wallet. That is, it is non-custodial. You control the keys. Whereas in case of CeFi, the custody of the money is with the bank. Now, one of the main advantages of decentralized finance is its 24/7 global access. You can be at night 12 o'clock and transfer your money. Whereas in case of banks, there is a fixed business hour where you need to transfer your money. Now let's come towards the risks. In DeFi, the main risks are potential bugs in the code and as well as volatility. But in case of banks, the risk is with bank failure or policy risks. To summarize all this, you can say that in centralized finance, we are trusting the bank. Whereas in case of decentralized finance, we are trusting the code. And that changes everything. Now let us study different components of DeFi. The DeFi world is vast. It has a numerous number of categories, but today I will be teaching you about only some few important categories. The first category is wallets. As we have studied in the session 3, wallets are used to swap coins and transfer crypto from one wallet to another, and also to interact with decentralized applications, which we will learn today in the live demo. Next, let's learn about stable coins. Like when you are buying any crypto, for suppose let's say Bitcoin or Ethereum, when you buy a crypto, there is very high chance of volatility or the fluctuation in price. This can lead to loss of user. So there was a need for stable coin whose value stays stable. So what happened is the real life fiat currency we use like USD dollars or rupees, they have been attached to a crypto. Like for example USDT, USDC, USDT0. These are some crypto in whose value is attached to the US dollars. So with the fluctuation in US dollar, it will vary in the same amount. So as we know that dollars or rupees, they don't vary much in a longer time period. So it is a stable coin. That is, it's when we want to purchase any other crypto like Ethereum or Bitcoin, first we need to buy the stable coins like something known as decentralized exchanges to swap tokens. Here are some of the examples. We will be doing a live demo where we will be using some of these protocols. Next, let's learn about cross-chain bridging. When suppose you are using Ethereum blockchain. In Ethereum blockchain, there are many different dApps or many different tokens. You can swap from USDC to Ethereum, from Ethereum to other crypto, like that. It is happening in a single blockchain. But suppose you need to transfer from Ethereum to Solana or Solana to Sui. In that case, you are transferring across chains. This is done through cross-chain bridges like Wormhole, Stargate Relay. Now let us understand what is lending and in case of banks, you deposit your money and you get some interest. Also, you provide some collateral and borrow the money from the bank. But this is also possible in cryptocurrency world due to the use of decentralized finance. In this, what we can do is we can earn interest by providing USDC, Ethereum, Bitcoin, or any other crypto. Now, let us learn about yield farming. What happens in yield farming is you provide liquidity. Like when we transact from one coin to another, there needs to be some already available funds through which we can transact from one coin to another. Suppose you want to buy Ethereum, if there is no liquidity for Ethereum with the decentralized application, then you cannot swap. Then you cannot swap by yield farming. So when users provide liquidity, they get some rewards, like the gas fees which gets deducted is earned as reward. Now let us understand our derivatives. Most of us have used like if you have invested in stock market, you know there is trading of futures and options, which is known as also margin trading or leverage trading. In this this is a risky trading option. In this what happens is if you have 10 USD and you want to multiply your profits, so what you do is borrow $10 from the exchange itself and place an order of 20 USDT. But in this what there is a risk of liquidation and loss. We will perform a derivative transaction also in the further. uh, let's let's see about the ecosystem. As you can see, there are different categories and examples here, which you can see on later as we will be providing the presentation to you later. These are some of the popular examples. Uh, Now let us come to the live demo in which we will do all the 7 works. First, wallets. As you have seen in previous sessions, we have created a wallet and done transaction. But now we will use the wallet to connect to a tap. And also I'll be showing you some stable coins. Now let's open a wallet. So suppose I am having OKX wallet. So you can use any wallet like MetaMask, OKX, Phantom, etc. So now we can see in the wallet I have many different cryptocurrencies like Sui, Ethereum, ASTR, USDC. So out of these are some fluctuating cryptocurrencies. They are volatile, but this is a stable coin. You can see I have 200 USDC. So this is a stable coin. This is on the chain of Unichain. I will be also showing you the different chains in further session. Now let's swap on a DEX. As I showed you in previous examples, one of the most popular DEX is Relay. Relay and Uniswap. This is Uniswap. Wait. Here you can transfer from one crypto to another swapping. I'll be showing you. Let's click on this. First you need to connect your wallet. Now let me disconnect and let me show you how to connect your wallet. So this will be the interface. You'll click on connect wallet. and these will be the options. These are the installed ones I already have, and there will also be the non-installed ones. Uh, Now, if I want to connect with OKX wallet, I'm clicking on this, and this is the chain I have to select. Suppose I am choosing the Ethereum virtual machine EVM chain. I click on it, and there will actually be a pop-up, but as I have already connected previously, so it is getting connected directly. You just need to accept the confirm that pop-up, and it will get connected. Now let us see the different coins I have. Here you can see I have 200 USDC on Unichain. First, what I will show you is swapping the cryptocurrency on the same chain. Now I selected USDC on the same chain. What I want, these are the different blockchains. Like some of the popular blockchains are Ethereum, Solana, Base, and Arbitrum. These are layer 2 blockchains, high gas fees and a little slow transaction. So these layer 2 were built to scale Ethereum, and they have very minimal fees and very high transaction speed. Now let me, so I am transferring from USDC to ETH. Let's say I have 200 USDC. Let's suppose I am transferring 50 USDC from USDC to ETH on this blockchain. As you can see, from $50 it will be 49.97, very minimal fees, $0.03 fees. Now I'll click on approve and swap. First I need to approve the token on my wallet. Now let's wait. As you can see, here is the gas fees in Unichain Ethereum. Ethereum is the native gas fees token. Now I will confirm. First, need to approve the token. That is, we need to approve the transaction of 50 USDC. Now we will confirm the swap. That is, we are swapping from USDC to Ethereum. Let's wait a minute. Here also you can see there will be a very minimal gas fees of 0.0006054 dollars. Very low gas fees because it is a layer 2 protocol. Now I am clicking on confirm, and the transaction will happen within seconds. See, I have successfully swapped 50 USDC to 0.02 Ethereum, which is of the same value as Ethereum. One Ethereum is around $2,400. So this is the conversion rate. So now, as you can see, I have $150 in USDC and around $53 in USDC. There's $53 in ETH on the Unichain, and these are the different chains like Ethereum, ETH, this Arbitrum, ETH. Different blockchains. Now, what I will show you is the next was cross chain bridge. We did X. Now we will do cross chain bridging. Let's bridge from one chain to another. Now, suppose I have USDC on Unichain. Unichain is actually a blockchain made by Uniswap. This is the Uniswap. This is a dApp, decentralized application, where you can swap similar to Relay. Let's say suppose we want to swap to base chain. I'm selecting base, and I want suppose in USDC or Ethereum, anything. Okay. Now I will show you by swapping 50 USDC from Unichain to base. This is cross chain, different chain we are bridging. Now you can see there will be some gas fees. Bridging cost little higher gas fees than normal swapping on DEX. Now here we directly need to confirm the swap. As you can see, the transaction is submitted, and we will be getting our Ethereum on the base network within few seconds. Let's wait. Bridging takes a little longer time than swapping, as swapping happens on the same blockchain, whereas bridging you are swapping from one chain to another. So it will take a little longer than normal swapping. While that proceeds, our next step will be to add liquidity. I'll be showing you. Yes, it is swapped. Now I will show you by adding liquidity. Now, as you can see, this is Uniswap. You can also swap here in the similar way. Just select the blockchain and select the tokens here. Search the token and select it, and you can swap. But now I will be showing you how to add liquidity. I'll go to pool. I'll create a position. Let's go to create position. Here I selected ETH, and here I am selecting USDC. Here I'm selecting ETH. Continue. Now here you can select the range. Means you are providing liquidity from which range, like one the conversion from ETH to USDC. You have to select the range. I'm selecting the full range because I don't want to. Means if you have a narrow range, then you earn a little higher interest. But if you have a broader range, you earn a little lower interest. But if that range means if you are have given in the range, ki one Ethereum is equal to 2400 to 2500. If Ethereum price goes to 2600 or 2200, then you will not be getting any interest. So I am selecting full range, like from 0 to infinity. Now I'll be adding some liquidity. Let's suppose 50% tokens I'm adding. $26 worth of Ethereum and 26 USDC. I'll be adding as liquidity. Let's see. Okay, create. Let's wait a second. Yeah, we have to confirm. First, you need to sign the message. Then we need to confirm. Let's wait few seconds. After the liquidity gets added, we'll also be doing withdrawing these funds. But I wanted to show you how to add the liquidity. But as we know, I'm adding just recently, so we won't be seeing any fees. So let me show you how that works. Let me go to another decentralized application of Sui network known as Momentum. Here I have already added some liquidity in Sui and USDC, and you can see I just added that yesterday, I think. So let me show you. Here you can swap like normal decentralized exchange index from Sui to USDC, normal swapping. Here you can add liquidity. You can see different pools like Sui, USDC, Walrus, Sui, and you can see here the interest rates in yearly. APR is yearly, 87%, 166%. These are high interest rates compared to the normal banking system. Now I have one position. I have added 33 dollars of Sui USDC in this pool. You can see this is the only last night I added, and this is the fees I have earned till now. And the longer time you hold, the more the fees gets added, and this will be the rewards you will get. You can claim. Now I will be adding some more liquidity. Like let's suppose I am adding more $20 of SUI and 16 USDC. You can just click on add liquidity. Also, you can withdraw by clicking here, and you can withdraw the amount you want to, the percentage you want to withdraw. Okay, the liquidity got added. SUI is a much faster chain, as you can see here. Now, as what we have covered is swapping on DEX and cross-chain bridging and adding liquidity. Now let's come to lending and borrowing. For that, I'll be using Euler. There are many different dApps, like Aave is one of the dApp is Aave protocol, but I'll be showing you in Euler protocol. Let's first lend some USDC. Let's see, here is Euler Unichain. First, you need to select your blockchain, obviously. As I have funds on Unichain, I am selecting Unichain. You can select Ethereum, BNB, another chains base. Let me add some USDC. That is, I will lend and I will get this interest rate. USDC interest rate is 5.73% yearly. This is a low interest rate as you are investing in a stable coin. And the coins which have higher volatility have higher interest rates. Now let me add 20 USDC in Euler chain, in Euler protocol. Let's sign the message. Now we have to confirm the operation. Hmm. Just wait a few seconds. Hmm. Yes, the transaction is complete. As you can see, I have supplied. Here I can go to the portfolio, click on USDC. I have supplied 20 USDC. I'm getting this API and I can also withdraw from here. Now let's borrow. How borrow works in real life. You give some collateral to a bank and you borrow your asset, that is your debt. A similar way, here you can see here is collateral asset, here is debt asset. So you can provide collateral in any coin and take debt in another coin. So I have USDC. So let me give some USDC and take some Bitcoin in debt. I'm clicking on this. Okay. As I'm borrowing, first I will supply some USDC. This is the max I can borrow. That is, I'm supplying 53.41 USDC. I can borrow $44 worth of Bitcoin. Why? In case of collateral, it is generally maintained in a ratio of 120%. That is, your collateral should be 120% higher than your debt. But it is safe to keep your collateralization lower, because in case of high price fluctuation, there may be liquidation of your position and you may lose your funds. So I am keeping it like a 50% collateralization. Okay, now I will open a position. Same steps, we need to sign the message and execute the transaction. Yeah. As you can see, we have successfully borrowed WBTC, that is a wrapped Bitcoin. That is same as Bitcoin. Wrapped is just used for decentralized applications in case of DeFi. Now we can see I have borrowed a $26.81 worth of WBTC. So when I need to take back my collateral, like in bank, you give your house or your jewelry as the collateral and take the money. So when you need to take your jewelry back or your house back, you need to return or repay the debt. So first I will repay the WBTC. I'll select max debt. Not a main of use. Oh, because when you take the WBTC, some extra WBTC gets added frequently to your debt. So I'm repaying now 99%, let's say. Sorry, repaying. After this, we'll also be seeing by opening a futures trade on an exchange known as Backpack, which is also a type of decentralized exchange, an alternative of exchanges like Binance. We open it already here. Okay, taking some time. Uh, the main purpose was you can repay your WBTC and withdraw your collateral. This you can try yourself if you do uh, have some funds on crypto. Now I will show you how we can open a futures trade in a decentralized application. Now, suppose I want to trade Ethereum. Here are different Solana, Ethereum. These are suppose I am believing that Ethereum will go higher. So what I can do, I open a long position. I have some available liquidity. I have around 12 USDC here. So what I will do is I will open a long position. I will take the leverage 2x. I am taking lower leverage like 2x. Because I took the leverage 2x, you can see I have available liquidity of 12.54 USDC US the quantum because I have selected 2x leverage. So extra 12 USD, but this also increases my liquidation level. So in case the coin crashes by 50%, my amount will go to zero. Else, if the coin increases by 50%, then I will get a profit of 100%, like 2x. So let me open a long position here. See, you can see the position here. The ROE will be shown here. Now it took some fees, so it is negative. So if the coin price increases, the PNL profit and loss will increase, and you can also close it like sell. Now said we saw by adding liquidity, lend and borrow, and also did futures trading. Now let me cover some risks associated with using this DeFi applications. Let's come towards the risks risks in DeFi. The first risk is smart contract bugs. A recent example is a protocol on Sui blockchain known as CTES protocol, or liquidity was stolen. So due to a bug in the code. So it is very important. Next is rug pulls and scams. You know, there are many coins like we have trusted coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and many more. Solana, Sui, these are popular and trusted coins. But there are also some new scam coins in which what the founder does is they popularize the coin and the price pumps. After that, they sell all their holdings and run away. Means that they loot the users' money. So you need to be careful while investing and invest in trusted coins. The third is impermanent loss. Like when we added some liquidity in Uniswap, or we had seen in Momentum, we had some added liquidity. If the price of the token reduces, then my earnings will also reduce. Like I had provided Sui and USDC. If suppose Sui's price decreases, so my rewards earnings price will also decrease. So I have to take that into account while investing. The fourth is obviously the private key risk, which we studied in the wallet session. So we always need to keep our seed phrase and private key safe. The fifth is over collateralization, which we saw in case where we borrowed some money on Euler protocol. In that, we had to provide like 120% collateral. After that, we took the debt. This volatility can lead to liquidation if the collateral value drops. Like I provided collateral in USDC, so the value cannot drop, so I am safe. But suppose you provided the collateral as Ethereum or some other coin like Sui, and the price of Ethereum or Sui reduces drastically, so the collateral value decreases, and instead of Sui you took debt of USDC. The USDT price does not decrease, so what happens is your position gets liquidated, like you lose all your funds. Now next, let's learn about the future of DeFi. Out of this, we have already saw cross-chain DeFi and layer 2. Cross-chain, in which we transfer the funds from base to, so from Unichain to base. In a similar way, you can do from Ethereum to Solana and from Solana to BNB and other chains also. Next, let's learn about DeFi 2.0. What happens in normal DeFi applications? As we saw, as a user, I was able to add liquidity and earn fees. But in DeFi 2.0, what happens is the protocol or the Olympus DAO is one of the example. In that, the protocol itself holds the liquidity. That is, the protocol takes the risk of holding the liquidity, and in this case, it is more sustainable. As in case of user run liquidity, if all the users try to withdraw all the liquidity, in that case, there will be no funds remaining for swapping. So many protocols are looking for their own means holding their own liquidity. Next, let's come to RWA, or real world assets. uh, Suppose I am in India and I want to invest in USA stock market. Suppose I want to buy some shares of Tesla. For that, I need to open an stock market account on the New York stock market exchange. Then I need to convert my rupees INR into USD. All of these will cost me various taxes and fees, but this can be solved with crypto. How? One of the popular example is Ondo Finance. Ondo Finance, what it does is it brings real world assets like the Tesla stock or the Apple stock. It brings in the form of token into crypto. So what you do, you directly buy that token in form of crypto, paying very minimal fees in blockchains instead of going through such hectic process by opening a stock market account. So in this case, you can invest directly into the stock market, stocks of Tesla, Apple, and other foreign stock exchange without having to open an account. Also, we can invest in gold. There are also gold-backed stable coins, like we saw USDT-backed stable coin. There are stable coins whose price gets attached to the gold value. So the increase or decrease in gold value, the price of the crypto will increase and decrease. And in layer 2 scaling, we also saw the examples like we used Base and Unichain. These are some popular Arbitrum and Optimism are also other popular layer 2 protocols. They help improve user experience as they provide very fast transaction and have very lower gas fees. And the last one is DeFi and AI. This is the emerging field in which AI agents or trading bots are being used to take trades and bring users profit. But this is very risky. So with risk management, we have to take our own decisions, be financially responsible for it. And now another field is there are very much risks of one user creating multiple wallets and suppose cracking a protocol or means creating spam accounts like that. So in this, what happened is there are many protocols coming in which a user can enroll his or her identity on the blockchain attached to the wallet. One of the example is WorldCoin, whose founder is Sam Altman, who is the founder of ChatGPT, as everyone knows. So what happens in WorldCoin? There is a machine attached at different location. It is currently not available in India. Like for US, there are machines attached. The user needs to go and give their fingerprint biometric to the machine, and it gets attached to the wallet, WorldCoin wallet. In this way, the user's identity or the biometric. These were some of the risks and future of DeFi. Now we'll get into the doubt session. Hello everyone. You can ask your doubt if you have any doubt. Please feel free to open your mic and share, or also you can type in the message chat box.
Actually, I had a doubt.
Please ask.
How does the stable coins like USDC and USDT are like stable, like the actual currency like US dollars?
So what happens is in USDT, as it is a company known as Tether is one of the biggest stablecoin owner market holder. What happens is they create a limited number of amount of USDT. So whenever we are buying, suppose I am as a user buying 10 USDT, what they do is they create those coins on the blockchain. The blockchain automatically mints those USDT. And suppose a user swaps from USDT to another token. So what happens? They also burn those tokens. So in this way, there is a constant minting and burning of the tokens, which leads to the stability of the token price.
Will the PDF be shared on the
Yes, PDF and session link, everything will be said. Uh, if not today, then tomorrow.
Just
Within
another question.
one day.
Like I have started my blockchain basic from setting up and I have completed
Yes.
the first with the blockchain basics. Should I move on to Solidity or should I move like the next course is for Solidity or that should I go for another course? Which one? In setting up
Yes, you
blockchain.
should. Yes, you can start with Solidity. It is one of the most popular languages in blockchain. But Solidity is used for EVM languages, that is Ethereum-based protocols. And if you want to learn other blockchains like Solana, you need to learn Rust. And for Sui, it is a Move language. So go according to your preferred blockchain.
Which as per you, which should I prefer? Since I don't have much knowledge and I'm just starting out.
For starting, Solidity has enough opportunities, but currently most emerging will be Rust, as Solana is one of the biggest now most popular cryptocurrency, and it is also doing numerous hackathons. And in the future, I see Move will be a very popular language as well. Now you can prefer
So,
between Solidity and Rust.
I will start with Solidity and then later on move on to Rust, right?
Yes, as you are doing from Cypher and Trapped, I will suggest you to complete Solidity first. Anyone else who is having any doubt?
Yeah, there is another thing.
Can you repeat in which open source?
Yeah, like there are some open source contributions that are happening, right? I have just found out there are at least thousands of open source contributions that are happening in the
Hmm.
blockchain world on projects.
Yes.
Like, where can I find them and how can I contribute to them? And like, what should be my roadmap or my pathway to, be able to contribute there?
First, I will suggest you to learn a language first and learn how to build an application first, decentralized apps. Once you know the workflow of building an app, then I will suggest you to first, if you want to go for GSOC, you can search. There are also blockchain-based companies there. From that, you can go to their GitHub site and start contribution. Also, if you want to directly contribute, you it is not preferred to directly contribute, as Rust and these are complex languages. So first I will suggest to learn, then you can search on GitHub. There are numerous projects. There are daily there are like hundreds and thousands of projects that are coming to blockchain. So you need to select your own in which blockchain you want to contribute, and then look for the big projects. Not very big, I will suggest moderate projects, because larger projects generally don't accept other peeps. If anyone has any further doubt, they can ask in our community group, or you can also message me. We will be ending the session. Thank you everyone for joining. You can leave the session. Thank you.
Excuse me, hello.
Please ask.
I have a doubt regarding the between public and private blockchains. Can you please explain it once more with an example?
Public and private key or blockchain. What are you saying?
Blockchain.
There is nothing like public and private blockchain. There are public and private keys in a blockchain, like in a wallet. So,
Oh,
what is your doubt specifically?
no, no, there is my misconception. Sorry.
No problem. If you want to learn about public and private key, we talked about that in our session 3 in case of wallets. Like I'm saying you simply that public key is like whenever you are sending from one crypto to another person, you need their public key or the wallet address. This is known as the public key. Wait, let me show you. These are the public keys of Bitcoin. These are for Ethereum public key. These are all Solana public key. So you need this. Copy this. You'll send. You need to pay. Send. Suppose I'm sending this token, so you need to enter your address and then you can send, and you'll be spending some gas fees. But in case of private key, I cannot show you the private key, but let me see. Every wallet, these are some different wallets. Every wallet has its own private key. This private key should not be shared to anyone else. It is like a key to your locker. You need to store it secretly. Whenever suppose in laptop you have opened this wallet and you want to access this in your mobile phone, what you can do is you can copy the private key, download any wallet in your mobile phone, you can paste while importing the wallet, you can paste and you can access this same wallet on your mobile phone as well, or also on different other wallets also you can import and use the same wallet. So this leads to, means you do not need to create multiple new wallets. You can use the same wallet, same private key to import your wallet into multiple dApps or applications, wallet applications. Welcome. So we'll be ending the session. You can leave if you do not have any doubts.